Greetings. My bad. I'll start over.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about the video game awards. I'm here with my good friend Rob.
Hello there.
Hello, Rob. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was pretty good. I just relaxed most of the day. Had a turkey leg, so it was massive. But what can I say?
Yeah. Yesterday I skipped out Thanksgiving for the video games, man. Black Friday, I always go to Black Friday the day before and try to pick out the hottest games. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the Game of the Year nominees besides Resident Evil 2 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What about you? Do you have any of these games? I know you have Smash. I don't know if you have the other ones.
Yeah, I have Smash. Other than that, I don't really have any of these games. I do have Resident Evil 2, but not the remake.
Oh, okay. So for me, I've never played the original. I never played the original. I've only played the remake version, and I like it a lot. Obviously they went back to their horror roots, and I think they delivered for sure. They really delivered, and it definitely. I don't know. I don't know if like it's a remake of an old game, but it's being nominated as a game of the year. But it's like a completely different game, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah, kind of. It's
Yeah.
well, there's also like games that are not technically remakes, but they're pretty much the same. Like other sequel games, like Smash, you could sort of say fits into that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Ooh.
sort of like opposites. Pretty interesting.
So what do you think of like the game of the year nominees as a whole?
Um, they're not the strongest. They're Death Stranding in particular is really standing out to me because it's not that old at this point.
It
It's only been out for a couple weeks and it's already nominated Game of the Year. It doesn't really make sense to me.
yeah, the game barely came out, and obviously I've yet to pick it up. I don't think I'll be picking it up anytime soon. The game barely came out, and this reminds me of like back in, I don't know if you remember the 2015 Game Awards. The same thing happened with Fallout. I think Fallout, I believe, came out like November 15th of that month of that year.
Hmm.
So
I only watched the last year's Game Awards for the first time, but last year
uh
also had Red Dead 2, which had only come out like a month or so beforehand.
mhm. Well,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that was a pretty big game in itself, Rockstar, and actually, yeah,
Yeah.
last year was pretty big too. The only problem with the Game Awards right now is last year. I don't know if you don't remember, but there was like not that many big, huge announcements. Like
Yeah,
the
the
only thing,
biggest announcement was definitely Mortal Kombat last year.
yeah, Mortal Kombat and Joker, but though that's not that was just a character of a game
Yeah,
that
it's like DLC.
of the game that oh yeah the game of Smash Bros that came out literally the day of the Game Awards. So like I didn't watch the entirety of the Game Awards. I remember I went to GameStop with my friends right after a little bit. I think like an hour. Like I think there was like an hour left, and then like and then I got kind of spoiled with Joker, so I didn't like. Man, if only I was like super surprised as that everyone else was. But oh well.
Yeah. I watched the Game Awards in its entirety last year, and then I went to like a Smash party with a bunch of my friends the day after. So
Ah,
I
nice.
I got to watch the trailer myself, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, were you hyped for Joker?
I honestly wasn't that hyped. I had heard about Joker a couple times because like Alpha Rad and those people are like really hyping up the character, but I had never played a Persona game myself,
Mhm.
unless you count the Fire Emblem crossover game for Wii U, but that's not really Persona.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the Game Awards need some fixing up to do because like last year was pretty boring. They didn't really like yeah, so like I said, they didn't announce some big games, and I remember they announced a whole bunch of indie games, like indie games after indie games. They don't really excite me that much at all.
Yeah, with like the potential AAAs have with there being more funds put into it. Yeah, I'd understand. Indies aren't exactly they're great. Like indies are cool to support your local game devs and so that sort of stuff, but AAA titles are a lot more exciting because they're huge industry giants, essentially.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Alright. And and you can't have the Game Awards without some good cringe, am I right? Even though it's not
Yeah.
not there's no such thing as good cringe, but yeah. uh I think last year was a little, I don't know. The only thing I remember from last year in terms of cringe is Sonic Fox. Oh my, I I couldn't handle that. I was like, please, just please stop talking, please, just leave, just get off the stage. And
Mm.
yeah, like hopefully this year the cringe is like well balanced. I don't know,
Yeah.
but all right, I think but that's all I want to talk about in terms of like how the presentation is. Oh yeah, one more thing. Replace Jeff Keighley, please. I do not like that guy.
Ooh, really?
Like I think he loves Kojima a little too much there. I'm like, yo pal, you wanna back away from him a little bit?
Yeah, wasn't it like 7 nominations for Death Stranding?
Yeah. And I think he gave Kojima that good suck. So I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if Death Stranding ends up winning, which I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, but that kind of goes into our next thing where we should talk about who we think's gonna win Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll just start it off with the Game of the Year winner. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we obviously know who the winner is, but let's just go. Let's just go by the games one by one. All right.
Yeah.
So, Control by Remedy. What do you think of that?
I don't really play a lot of games outside of like games because I've missed out on a lot of really good games, so I've been trying to like catch up on all those good ones. I've never really heard of Control before the announcement, so I don't know how good of a chance they stand.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I would agree with you there. I've known Control. I just never picked it up. I honestly, this is like a really underrated pick out of the 6 games that are nominated. I think it deserves it. Visually, it looks pretty good, and you know, it's a pretty unique game in itself because you know, you get to use telekinesis, which kind of reminds me of Mob Psycho. I don't know if you've seen that anime, but I would say more towards
I've been
yeah, I would say more towards Star Wars in terms of like the Force rather than
mm,
just yeah. But essentially, you use telekinetic powers, which is a pretty. Yeah, I seen the gameplay too. It looks really good.
Speaking of Force, the Fallen Order, it didn't get nominated, but Death Stranding did. Just saying.
Did it get nominated for any category or not at all?
I don't think it did. I might be missing it, but I don't think it's there.
And if only they released the game a week earlier, then maybe it would have gotten nominated some way or form, some
Maybe.
shape or form. Alright, well, obviously we don't have much to talk about Control because I've never played it, you haven't played it, or you haven't even heard of it until the Game Awards announced it. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, we don't have that much to talk about it. Sorry, Control. We'll just move on to the next one, Death Stranding. Now, personally, I do not want Death Stranding to win whatsoever.
I don't want it to win either. Like, I'm sure it's a great game. I haven't played it myself. I've played a couple of Kojima's games.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
But yeah, who here's played the original Metal Gear though? Like the original Metal Gear on NES or the weird like PC version of it? I think.
I've never played the originals. Only the Metal Gear Solid ones.
I played the original on NES. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, back to Death Stranding. A little off topic, but Death Stranding, it's too new. It's another case with Red Dead 2 where it's probably gonna win almost every award that it's nominated in.
Oh
But
man, don't remind me of that, man.
yeah, it probably it shouldn't win any awards right now. I think it should be like Smash, where they wait another year until they get nominated at least.
I'll accept one award from them, just one. Not the
Yeah.
Game of the Year award, obviously. But like, I don't know, the game itself never excited me. When like they showcased the first gameplay trailer, I'm like, oh man, is this a walking simulator? But that's like what everyone thought of too. And when the game came out, that was exactly that. It's like you're just a delivery boy delivering packages and all that. I mean, of course, visually it looks great. I mean, gameplay wise, not really.
Mm.
I mean, it's funny too. Like Kojima says, "Oh, this is a completely different genre, like the Strand genre, or whatever he said." I don't know, but
Yeah.
like I love Kojima, I love his work, but I don't think this game was his finest work. It could be a little bit better, maybe some more. I don't know, more action and less walking, less delivering.
And less weird baby ghost things.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, Metal Gear Solid is okay in terms of like having like the weirdest, confusing story of all time. But Death Stranding, like
Mm.
like transitioning it.
Yeah, I think the difference between like Metal Gear and Death Stranding in terms of like how strange the plot can get is that Metal Gear 1, like it started out pretty stealth game with like a very simple plot. You gotta stop your evil boss sort of thing.
Hmm.
But Death Stranding just immediately jumps into the stuff that maybe Metal Gear 4 got into. So
Yeah. Alright. So alright, I think we're done talking about Death Stranding. Now let's transition it to a much better game in my opinion. Resident Evil 2 by Capcom, obviously.
yes,
So
man, the Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't have it obviously for myself. The original is a classic. It's great, but Resident Evil 2 remake should win. Honestly, either this game or Smash should be
mhm.
the game of the year in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. They really outdone themselves. Aside from Resident Evil 7 before, they've been doing such a pretty terrible job with the franchise. And now they're going back to their roots and like the game's good. The game's really good. Yeah, and you have Leon Kennedy as one of the main characters. How could you not like this game?
Yeah, Leon's definitely probably the best. Definitely probably that's real nice wording, but
Yeah.
Leon's probably the best main character they have in Resident Evil.
Yeah. I know you haven't played the remake, but I definitely recommend it. It's really good. I haven't completed the game yet, but from what I've played, I really liked it a lot. It's really like really uh for me personally, it's one of the like a true horror game I played. I don't really play that many horror games, but this one is the one I like and the one I've played.
Yeah, so
So
we should probably move on to the
yeah,
next one then.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Honestly, I have no opinion on this. I've never played the game. Obviously, it's made by From Software, the people that developed the Dark Souls series. I have Dark Souls 3. Never beat it. I don't think I passed the second boss, but
Yeah,
yeah, the level of difficulty obviously
yeah, it's what
great.
they're famous for.
Yep, is what they're yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really have no opinion of it. I know the game is fun, fast paced and whatnot because Dark Souls taking the Dark Souls formula and incorporating it into the game. I think it
Hmm.
maybe the I think the combat is much. It looks better than Dark Souls in my opinion. I mean from what I see.
Yeah, I almost forgot this game existed.
Oh
Honestly.
really?
Yeah, it's a good game. It really is. It's probably my favorite in the Dark Souls series, if you want to count it in that sort of series.
Mhm.
It's just, it kind of loses its identity because it's tied so heavily to Dark Souls, really.
Oh okay. Hmm.
Like, it's definitely got its own things that make it stand out, but being compared to Dark Souls is definitely a detriment to it.
I mean, it's from software, so it's fair to judge it like that. Maybe from software can do something different. I know that there's like one feature where like if you die you can respawn again. So maybe like I don't think that makes the game any easier or any less difficult for that matter. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just something I wanted to point out. I don't think like in terms of like something different. But like oh yeah, and the grappling hook. That's not in Dark Souls, and you can traverse much faster.
Yeah, that's probably the most fun part of the game, honestly.
Oh yeah, I just realized Activision published the game. So, you want Activision to win Game of the Year?
Well, they didn't add loot crates, so
Yeah, I
loot
guess.
boxes, whatever.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Activision did not touch this game whatsoever. All
If
right.
only they didn't do that for Crash Nitro Kart. That would have been great if they didn't do that.
Ah, Crash Nitro Kart. No. All right, now moving on to what I think is gonna win Game of the Year: Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Hmm. Honestly, this or Resident Evil 2 should win. It's one of the two that should win.
That should
Death
win.
Stranding, yeah, should win. Death Stranding is definitely, well, it's got a good chance of kicking them both out because Kojima.
Yeah, and Jeff Lee. I'm pretty sure the two they're like secret lovers.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, obviously everyone loves this game. Everyone loves this game, literally everyone.
hmm If
And
you say that you don't like this game, you're wrong. Just
yeah,
as simple as that.
yeah, the ultimate party game. How can you not love this game? I'm sorry, love. A whole bunch of
It's
characters represented from different companies and all into this one game, and it's like, it's crazy. It's definitely earns the name Ultimate.
yeah. It's definitely the game of all games. It combines literally everything in the gaming industry.
Hmm. Yeah, and we got to give a lot of credit to Sakurai because he worked like he works all day to make this game a success, and he for me he delivered. Honestly, he
Yeah,
delivered,
definitely.
and
All these people complaining about how Goku's not in Smash don't realize how tireless Sakurai works. It's crazy.
yeah, exactly. The only thing I don't like about the game is the adventure mode. I think they could have done a little bit better, but at least it's there. At least there's some, I don't know, 2, 3 cutscenes in there. And
Yeah,
I honestly I prefer the brawl, the subspace emissary by a long shot. But
same.
but besides from that, the fighting's perfect. How it plays, it's perfect. The character roster is near perfect. Obviously
I
there's
mean, there are some benefits to every Smash game, but Ultimate's as close to perfect as it can get, honestly.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I can't think of like a better way to represent video games as a whole than Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, if Ultimate doesn't win Game of the Year, there is no justice in this democratic system, honestly.
And here's a bold prediction. Like say Smash Ultimate wins. Sakurai.
hmm
If Sakurai were to attend and he accepts the award, then he announces Fighter Pass 2. Like,
well, like, how I don't even know how they would do a Fighter Pass 2, honestly. The first pass is already really good.
yeah, who knows at this point they'll probably add the most unexpected characters ever. And
Yeah, I think from now on they'll probably just do like individual DLC like Smash 4 did, but that's a little ahead right now. We should
yeah,
probably.
yeah. Speaking of ahead, Outer Worlds. I think that's a horrible
Hmm.
transition, but uh,
Yeah, Outer Worlds, I don't have much to say about it.
now this is a game I really wanted to pick up for Black Friday, but unfortunately it was not on sale. So,
Ooh,
yep, it was still a
isn't it
$60
also like a
game.
really, yeah, isn't it like a really early game too? Like it just came out.
Yeah, I'm not sure when
Yeah.
it came out. Probably like at the end of October or the beginning of November. However, I think Modern Warfare was $40, so I think it's justifiable to say that I want Outer Worlds on sale. But on top of that, I'm really happy this game got nominated. I heard a lot of good things about this game, and it's made by Obsidian, the same people that made Fallout New Vegas, which is one of my personal favorites in terms of the RPG genre. One of my favorites,
Mhm.
sure, it's up there. And I heard a lot of good things about it. It's essentially space Fallout, and that already got me interested.
All right, yeah. Again, I don't have much to say about this. Uh, I've heard very little about it. It looks interesting, not gonna lie. I just don't know about it being Game of the Year. Like I said, I think it's like a recent title,
Yeah,
so I'm not
I think
similar to Death Stranding. I don't think it really should be up there. If that's the case, I could be wrong though. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Death Stranding is the most recent one for sure.
mm,
Yeah, Death Stranding is the most recent one, and Outer Worlds. I don't. It's like I really want to play the game. I really want to try it out and pick it up, but I really don't know if it's if it deserves to win like Smash or Resident Evil 2. And
mm.
but yeah, I heard it's a I heard it's a better Fallout 2. Like all like no bugs or anything. So that already got me even more interested in the game. So one day I'll pick it up though. one day I'll pick it up whenever it's on sale.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess that's it. We talked about all the Game of the Year nominees, so I think Smash Brothers Ultimate's gonna win. What about you?
Yeah, I think. Well, like the ranking and who I think is gonna win is like Smash Ultimate at top, followed by Death Stranding, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then right below that's Resident Evil 2. But we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you there. If it's either gonna be Smash or Death Stranding, which I hope it Smash.
Yeah.
I do not want Death Stranding to win. I'm sorry, Kojima. I love you, but this game doesn't deliver.
Hmm.
And it's too new. That's another thing. It's too new. Not many people played it. So not many people bought it, or like even if they did buy it, I don't think like they have to like speed run that game to you know justify its you know nominee.
Placement, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Now that we're done with the game of the year section, how about we go over some of the categories, not all of them.
Hmm.
All right, which one do you want to do?
Uh, let's quickly run over Fighting Game of the Year because that one's that's pretty much down
Uh,
to two.
now I know one of your the fighting games you like the most this year is not nominated.
Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate, but I kind of understand because the game Lunatic's talking about is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, and unfortunately, Hasbro is kind of a dick when it comes to promoting stuff on YouTube.
Oh
So
man.
it's that's probably had something to do with it not getting nominated.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because Hasbro Hasbro shouldn't be a dick at all. As a matter of
Yeah,
fact, this game's really good and it deserves to be nominated. This game's really fun and like a lot of fan service in this game for sure too in terms of like the characters they've added
yeah, definitely.
and the season pass too. They were like they're definitely the developers are definitely supporting this game and I think all you guys should give it a chance. It's really
Yeah,
a really good fighting game.
yeah, and the most recent like season pass, the best season pass I've seen in any fighting game, honestly.
Oh, really? That's a bold statement
Yeah,
there.
it's probably my favorite of anything. Smash, it gets close, but this being a Power Rangers fan myself, this kind of tops it for me.
Yeah, if you're a diehard fan, you're not gonna be disappointed with the roster.
Definitely not.
All right, so now aside from Power Rangers, now let's talk about the games that are actually nominated.
Dang it. Okay.
All right, so let's talk. All right, Dead or Alive 6. No opinion. Never. I haven't played it. I'm interested in it, but I have not played it. What about you?
I haven't played it, but I that game sort of like drops in like February or something this year and dipped for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So was Mai in this game? I know she was a guest character in one of the games.
Yeah, I think Mai was a guest character in this one, and then Ryo Hayabusa, who's owned by the same company, also is in there. So
Yeah.
they got some really cool names in there, but past that, it's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's a fighting game with boobs, basically.
I mean, if you love boobs, this is the game for you. Then physics.
Yep,
All
pretty
right.
much.
All right. So now, now I find this one hilarious. Jump Force.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean,
I don't know how it got nominated. I think the Metacritic score is like a 65 or below.
I probably got nominated because Bandai Namco worked on it. Let's be honest.
But yeah, the name in itself, but that's a pretty big company. But
Hmm.
oh man, I mean, I don't know.
You see, this,
I don't like.
yeah,
What if
this
this
also
game?
has like.
Yeah, like
Go ahead.
what if this game wins? I'm just like thinking, what if this game wins? This is like the Game Awards is just basically a joke at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Jump Force has the exact opposite problem Death Stranding really has in that it came out well before the nominations of last year, so it really shouldn't be eligible this year, honestly.
Yeah. I played the beta. I remember I played the beta version, so I didn't play the full release. I played the beta, and it was I don't know. It was okay. It was just okay. But the problem is, I hate it. I hate how all three of the characters share the same health bar, and
Mm.
I did not enjoy that at all. That was like,
I mean, it's definitely a choice. I don't. Those games with one shared health bar is kind of defeats the purpose, really, of having three characters, in my opinion.
hmm yeah. And top of that, I think the game was a huge mess. Like the story was just laughably bad, and like. And I don't know what happened with this game. Honestly, I was pretty excited the first time, from the first trailer they released during the
E3
Microsoft's
2018, I think.
Microsoft's press conference. I remember they were announcing it.
Yeah,
I was like really excited for it. Then once the game dropped, that's it. No one's like literally. I think it died literally like a week or 2 weeks after it came out.
pretty much. Give us Light Yagami as playable. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean that would be crazy to see as a playable. I thought he was gonna be a playable character based on the first trailer, but nope.
Yeah, same.
I was like, okay. All right, so now we're done talking about Jump Force. I hope it does not win, but and all right, Mortal Kombat 11 by NetherRealm. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. I have Mortal Kombat 11. I got it day one, and I stopped playing it like about a month after. It was a slower version of Mortal Kombat X, and I enjoyed X a lot more, and
Mm.
I obviously yeah, and then the roster itself was pretty disappointing, and
Yeah.
and then like
Uh,
you have to grind a lot to get like it's like Injustice 2 with like the armor stuff and all that, but like
yeah, with like the different like buffs it gives you with the armor and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's
but it's worse. You really have to grind for this, and that's when I stopped playing it. And yeah,
yeah. MK11, I being a slower game in itself isn't that bad for a fighting game, but Mortal Kombat is known for its being faster than Street Fighter, sort of thing. And this game, they went specifically to be as slow as Street Fighter for footsie stuff, and that's not what people go to play Mortal Kombat for, honestly.
yeah, exactly. I did not enjoy it. I think the only character I liked out of the roster is Baraka, because he was a pretty fast character. Well, not that fast, but I liked playing as him.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
my main is
Baraka was like
always Raiden, so
you played Raiden,
yeah, I always play Raiden in all the games, honestly.
and yeah, Baraka was literally the one character I played at the most. In Mortal Kombat X, I played like a pretty good quarter of the roster, but
Mm.
not for this one.
Honestly, I could see MK11 or yeah MK11 win, but
Yeah.
it's got one really big competitor for the award.
Oh yeah, definitely. But before we talk about that one, let's talk about Samurai Showdown.
A very underrated fighter, honestly. Like,
Yeah. Have
people have been
you?
wanting, yeah, people have been wanting a new Samurai Showdown for years now. So it's really cool to finally get that, but it kind of went under the radar, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a shame. I haven't played this game. I did like the art style for sure, but I don't know much about this game. Obviously, I know some of the characters, but I've never played a Samurai Showdown game before.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big SNK fan. Terry for Smash Ultimate was my favorite character in the Fighters Pass so far, and I've played a couple of SNK fighters when I was like growing up, and so Samurai Showdown in the arcade was one of them. So it was really cool to see it, but it flew way under the radar, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a shame. I'm glad it's nominated, but I don't think it has a chance of winning. But at least it's nominated.
Yeah,
At least it's getting some recognition.
yeah. That way the developers will say, "Hey, this game wasn't recognized, so we should probably do more of it."
Yeah. And now moving on to Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Hmm.
Again.
Yeah,
Uh
either this game or Mortal Kombat are winning. It's got to be one of the two.
yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. It's going to be one of the two. But I think it's going to be Smash Brothers Ultimate. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is much better than Mortal Kombat 11. And
Hmm.
like all right, well, if you want to compare the story, if you want to compare it to the story, obviously Mortal Kombat 11's story is much better. But
Yeah, that one's got Smash beat for story.
yeah, but Smash Brothers is the better fighting game, and I don't think. I don't think Mortal Kombat 11 deserves an award like this one.
I think the best part is that fighting game elitists who think Smash is just a party game, it's just gonna be hysterical their reaction if it wins.
Oh
Like
yeah,
first
for
it's
sure, for sure.
yeah, like first it's like headlining Evo this year, and then maybe it's gonna win fighting game of the year. Like it'll be hysterical to see those elitists. Like they'll lose their shit for sure.
Yeah, we can both agree that Smash Ultimate is gonna win fighting game.
Probably.
All right, for
It's like
sure.
a 90% chance for me.
All right, yeah, me too, me too. If it's not Ultimate, it's gonna be Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Ultimate.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about another one. Let's see. Hmm. Let's do. How about we do games for impact? I think that's a pretty big category. Actually,
Mm.
never mind. I don't know any of these games.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I just checked. There's Concrete, Genie, Gris, Kind World, Life is Strange, and Sea of Solitude. I know Life is Strange.
Yeah, Life is Strange is the only one I personally know on that one as well.
Yeah, I don't think we don't have literally no opinion about it. Never mind.
Yeah, we don't have anything other than hopefully Life is Strange wins because we know that one.
Yeah. How about narrative? Let's see.
Mm.
Let's try out narrative. Okay. Okay. I only know 3 out of the 5 nominated, so I don't think this is a good category.
Well, what's the three that you know? Because I don't have it pulled up on
Oh
my
yeah, of course.
up there. Yeah.
Control, Death Stranding, and The Outer World in terms of narrative. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Never mind. This is kind of a hard one.
All right. All right.
We like
Let's be honest. Death Stranding's just definitely gonna win that one. By the way, just
yeah, for sure.
that one's gotta win.
Role playing game. Let's see. Okay, this one we can do. We can do role
Yeah.
playing. Okay. So one of them's Disco. I can't say the last one. Elysium. I don't know, but I'm not gonna talk about that one because I've never heard of that game until right now at this moment.
Same. We should probably have done a little research before this, but that's
Yeah, of
fine.
course. Yeah,
It's
obviously.
just us nerds giving our opinion on the internet. It's fine.
Yeah, and obviously this isn't scripted because why would it be? And,
Yeah.
all right, and this is Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, the Final Fantasy 14, like I forget the name of the expansion. I haven't played the Final Fantasy 14 expansion. I heard it's really good, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't think this game would be nominated. I have no opinion about it because I've never played. The only Final Fantasy game I played was 15, and yeah, I got no opinion about this. Now, now this one I do. Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, I'm pretty sure you have an opinion of this as well.
Yeah, I'd say Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely got a pretty bad launch. I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of people were pretty quick to judge it due to it being like 13 years since the last numbered title, I'd say.
Yeah,
But
yeah. 13 years. Organization 13, am I right? This was
it was
planned from the
all
start.
planned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planned from the start.
Hey, Nomura's crazy like that. It's possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of the problems people had, like the super easy difficulty, a lot of that got fixed post launch. So I could see Kingdom Hearts 3 possibly winning this one, honestly.
A lot of people were kind of disappointed in this game in terms of like how the story went.
Yeah, I think that was kind of due to it being a little rushed towards the end.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, but the DLC like is supposedly putting the stuff that was cut, so hopefully that'll fix it as well.
Remind.
Yeah, which maybe we'll see a trailer at the Game Awards, so we'll see.
What's your opinion on this game? Did you enjoy it?
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty fun game. It was my favorite game in the series is still Days, which is a pretty unpopular opinion, but
Days, man. That's yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's a
remember.
really unpopular opinion, but it's my favorite. And 3 is pretty fun. It's no Kingdom Hearts 2. It's no
Yeah.
Dream Drop Distance,
Nope. Nope. It's funny. Those
but
are
it's still
literally
pretty
my
fun.
yeah. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 and Dream Drop Distance are my top two, are my favorite Kingdom Hearts game by far. Those games are like, wow. Yeah, this I would like rank this game probably like below Birth by Sleep, maybe below.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
I'd say it's like above the mobile app and the like recoded, but other than that, nah, it's probably one of I wouldn't say worst because they're all pretty good, but
Yeah.
it's the worst in the Kingdom Hearts series, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Would you rank this above the Kingdom Hearts 1 or below? I mean, would you rank this below?
I'd probably rank it below Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1 did so much, and it's still pretty fun to visit back nowadays. It's just Kingdom Hearts 1's a little aged, whereas Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
3 it just came out this year, so it's got no real leg to stand on, really.
Yeah. Maybe if Nomura gave us that Treasure Planet world, maybe it'll actually top Kingdom Hearts 2.
Please, I would love that.
Okay. All right, moving on to the next one, Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I think this is an expansion. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's an expansion.
Okay.
Monster Hunter World, just bring it to Switch. Just saying, but
Yeah, yeah. Bring it to
it
Switch.
probably wouldn't be able to run on Switch. I don't know. But Monster Hunter, it's an amazing series. I'd say it definitely deserves to be up there, if not maybe even win. It's a really good game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I actually own Monster Hunter World, just the base game. I believe last year's Black Friday, I picked it up, and yeah,
Mm,
definitely, it was nominated for Game of the Year last year, right?
yeah,
Okay, so yeah. Now this is just an expansion. Now, yeah, I
yeah,
do.
it's just an expansion.
Okay, so yeah. With that being said, yeah, I do believe this expansion could actually win because yeah, obviously Monster Hunter World is amazing by itself, and adding this expansion exposes you to like new worlds, new enemies, new weapons.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of like, there's I didn't catch that many streams promoting the game, but there's this one with like I forget the name of the gorilla I forget what the name of the monster was, but it was a baboon monster, I think. That was pretty cool looking actually.
Yeah, so with that being said, yeah, I do believe it could win this category. And the last one is Outer Worlds. And
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm just probably gonna repeat myself again. I haven't played it. I want to play it, Space Fallout, and don't know if it's gonna win because I have yet to play it. But it looks good. It definitely, obviously, it does have the RPG feel of like Fallout New Vegas. So yeah, so maybe it could win, maybe it could not. But my bets is either Kingdom Hearts 3 or Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Yeah, you could just copy paste exactly what you said and say just put my voice over it.
Sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just record the exact like go back and record it exactly what you said, but in my voice.
Yeah, sure. If I really want to do it. Okay.
Nah, nah. That's too much effort for this, really.
Yeah.
For a throwaway joke, honestly.
Throwaway joke. All right. So yeah, yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 or Iceborne will win this category. What about you?
Yeah, exactly the same. Kingdom Hearts 3 or Iceborne would probably win.
All right. Cool. I think we have enough time to look at one more category. I don't know. Like, none of these are kind of like ones that I like. Like, cause I haven't played that many games. Actually, let's do two. Let's do multiplayer game and score and music.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh yeah, I forgot about action adventure game.
Oh, I forget, is DMC5 nominated for Action Adventure Game?
Not action adventure. Let me see. Let me look at action game. Yeah, action game. Let's do action game instead of action adventure. All right, actually, yeah. Let me see. Let me look at score and music real quick. Oh
Yeah, there's too
boy.
many really good options.
Oh boy. These are good. These are really good. uh. All right, let's look at multiplayer game. All right. Trust. Honestly, I Okay, I don't remember Tetris 99 being nominated, but okay, it's out there. Alright, you know what?
Yeah.
Screw the multiplayer. Tetris 99's gonna win. Screw Modern Warfare
Yeah,
41.
without a doubt, it's gonna meme its way to the top.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk we're not gonna talk about that one. Alright, let's do score and music, and we'll do action game, and yeah, I'll be it for in terms of the game awards itself. Alright, so music. I'm just gonna say it, either Devil May Cry 5 or Kingdom Hearts 3. But I'm going towards Devil May Cry 5. The soundtrack is near perfect. It's really catchy and a lot of memes with the song.
Yeah, like wasn't it last year's Game Awards where they pulled like Devil Trigger but like live performance and it
Yeah,
did not sound that
yeah,
great.
Devil Trigger. Oh boy, man, that song. That song alone could actually get Devil May Cry 5 to win this category.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, definitely not the live performance from last year, but when you're like listening to the in-game version or like a recording from Capcom, it's definitely up there for like top video game songs ever, honestly.
Yeah, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 obviously got some great songs as well.
Yeah, it got Let It Go in, so Let It Go is gonna win for the video game category. Just
God
saying.
damn. Now that you mentioned that, I hope Kingdom Hearts 3 does not win. I hate Frozen. I do not like Frozen at all. Did not like the movie, did not like the world. That was just like, why?
The world was stupid, but the movie was pretty good when it first came out. It's just people memed it to death.
Because I think Frozen is super overrated.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3, like, that's one of the coolest parts of Kingdom Hearts is it remixes the music of the Disney world, like the
Definitely,
Disney
definitely.
movies, and puts it in. Like, that's the best part of Kingdom Hearts, in my opinion.
I think, okay, I'm gonna go with as much as I love Kingdom Hearts 3 in like in terms of like, well, not love, but like in terms of like soundtrack, I think I think I'm gonna give it to Devil May Cry 5.
Hmm. I don't know. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 might take this one.
Yeah,
It's a very,
could be either
it's a
or.
very close one. I mean, they got Skrillex in, so
Yeah. Did you like Face My Fears? I like the song. I know some people
yeah, I
do
like the
not.
song. I actually didn't know that much about Skrillex beforehand. Like the first time I ever heard one of his songs was like, I don't know, it was a couple like 10 years ago ish.
Okay.
I don't know. So I don't know much about Skrillex, but Face My Fears was really good. So
Yeah. The other ones are, well, I'm not gonna go too into depth, too in depth with these, but the other ones are Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, and Sayonara Wild Hearts, which is one I do not know, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Cadence of Hyrule is really cool.
Yeah.
Uh, I think the guy's name is Family Jules that did the soundtrack for that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really cool, and the Cadence of Hyrule is really interesting because it's very strange to see Legend of Zelda mixed with like an indie.
This is a big thing too. It's not just any indie game. It's an indie game with Nintendo characters.
Yeah, that's the interesting one. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it kind of has a fighting shot,
Yeah.
being that it has like Legend of Zelda, which is world renowned for its music. But
Yeah.
maybe,
Then Death Stranding. I don't know. I don't know about Death Stranding. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe. Probably
it,
not.
it
Probably not
it's
as
there, I
likely.
guess.
Yeah, it's there, but Devil May Cry 5 and Kingdom Hearts 3 takes the cake when it comes to soundtrack.
Hmm.
All right. So now, okay, well, yeah. Yours is Kingdom Hearts 3, mine's Devil May Cry 5, right? So,
Yeah, we'll see who's right.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll
Hey
see if
man,
neither of us is right.
Devil May Cry. Hey man, Devil May Cry 5 got more memes, so I say it's gonna win. All right, so what's the last one? All right, the last one. Obviously we're not gonna cover any of these because like, oh look, family game, family friendly. Yoshi's
Ooh,
Crafted World's gonna win. There, that's it.
probably, yeah.
One of them Smash, but I'm gonna give it to Yoshi. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna cover all of these because like that's a super long video to do, and I don't
Mm,
want to edit that much. So,
yeah.
all right, the last one, they action game. Um, oh wow, what the? That's okay. Alright, this is gonna be kind of a hard one. I mean, for me personally, I've played 3 out of these 6 games. Well, actually, nah, never
Mm,
mind. I played 4 out of the 6. I remember. Yeah, the first one's Apex Legends for action game.
I never played Apex. Like I knew it was gonna like die pretty fast, so I just ignored it basically.
Yeah, I played it a little bit back, a little bit back in the. I don't know when I played it. It was a long time ago. I remember the first time I played, I won. So that's really
Nice.
surprising. Yeah, that's very surprising. I didn't even do much, but it no, just no. I don't think it's gonna win. Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
It's not gonna win. Uh, all right. So now the next one is Astral Chain by Platinum Games.
I was looking forward to Astral Chain, but then I never bought it. Like it looks really interesting. I want to play it, but I never got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'd say it could probably win. I mean, Nintendo and Platinum Games. Hey, you got Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta, like two massive games by those two together.
Mm-hmm.
So Astral Chain had a lot going for it. Looking
Yeah,
up ahead towards it, and I heard it's pretty well received. So well, it could win.
it could. It could not. I got no
Yeah.
opinion on it because I haven't played it. I know of obviously I know of Platinum Games. They deliver really good action games, but I don't know. I'm not really interested in how this game looks or plays. Uh, sorry, sorry, Astral Chain, but you don't interest me. But
Mm.
but yeah, it could win. It could win. It could not though. All right, the next one is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I don't know if you play. I don't think you play this one, Rob.
Yeah, I don't really play that many Call of Duties. They're mostly the same anyways, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It could win. I mean, it's Call of Duty. It's a pretty big name, but I don't think it's gonna win, honestly.
As an action game, probably not. I don't think it'll win. Story wise, like the campaign was great. I loved the campaign. That was the one of the best parts of the game. Besides that, not really. The multiplayer, the maps are kind of boring, and like the weapons, like I know the shotgun was like a sniper rifle, and like yeah, people did not have fun with the multiplayer. I don't know if they fixed it. I'm pretty sure they did fix the game, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna win action game. All right, so the next one will be Devil May Cry 5. This one's gonna win. This one's gonna win.
Yeah,
This one's gonna win
it
action
has
game.
to.
It's gonna win.
Honestly, it should have been nominated for Game of the Year, but
Yeah, I
getting
should
an
have.
action game also works.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say. It's gonna win. It's gonna win. But that doesn't mean we can't talk about the next two games. Gears 5.
I was never really a big fan of the Gears series. My cousin plays it all the time, so I don't know. It's a pretty big name. I could actually win. Well, Devil May Cry and Astral Chain are pretty big as well, so maybe.
Yep. I actually never played any of the games, any of the Gears games, so got no opinion. I do like it though. It's a third-person shooter. A lot of big action set pieces for sure. It'd be nice to pick up one of the games, but I don't own an Xbox, so
Yeah.
but I can get it on Windows 10 though, so that's an option. All right, so the last one. Now I'm glad this one's nominated. Metro Exodus.
I've heard about that one a couple times. I've never played it, honestly.
Yeah, I've played it. I have Metro. I have the collection. Those games are really, man. I really had a ton of fun. These are probably one of the best games I ever played. And Metro Exodus, while I have yet to complete the game in its entirety, I did play it enough to like enjoy like the story, the characters, and the overall world. I think it's a pretty unique game. It's pretty up there. It's pretty high on my list in terms of like my top, I don't know, my top 20 games of all time list, which I don't know if
Nice.
I'll ever make a video of that. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all we got for that category, huh?
Yeah, that we got for that cat. Oh yeah, well yeah, Devil May Cry 5, obviously.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 5, maybe Astral Train. Astral Train. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Alright.
speaking. It's fun.
So man, I'm looking at some of the there's ongoing game. I'm surprised there's no like. I remember there's like a category where like top like an anticipated game
Mhm.
list. I don't think that they don't have it here though. So oh well, that would have been nice. That we could
Yeah,
have.
that would have been really interesting. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake would have definitely won that though.
I'd say Cyberpunk.
That is also a really good option as well.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, we covered some of the nominees. Obviously, we're not going to cover all of them because we didn't play every single game this year. I barely had time to play any games this year because of school. so,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think we're done. Alright, these are like our predictions as to who will win game of the year, action game, etc., etc. Would you like anything else to say?
Uh, Probably as soon as Smash wins Game of the Year, Sora's gonna get announced immediately afterwards. Just saying.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, could be another video. That's
That
pretty
could be.
All right, cool. All right, well, thank you, Rob. I really appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
All right, guys, until next time. See ya.
While Lunatic's gone, I'm here to distract you. Haha. I can't wait till Lunatic checks back on the footage. Here's this. That'll be funny. I wonder if he'll keep it in. Probably not. Do 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 do.